Johnny Carson's job was to make America laugh before the nation went to sleep. But in real life, apparently Carson's life was filled with drama. According to a new book, he was even targeted for death by the mafia after making a pass at a mobster's girlfriend. Paul Boyd with all the details.
Did gangsters put out a hit on Johnny Carson? That's the stunning revelation in Johnny Carson, the new tell-all book. It happened in 1970 after Johnny apparently made a pass at a mobster's girlfriend at this New York bar. These days it's known as Russian Samovar. Back then it was Jilly's Saloon, a known mob hangout. An attractive brunette at the bar caught Carson's eye, and he was doing his considerable best to convince her to leave with him. When her boyfriend, a major figure in the underworld, arrived, he was not grateful to Johnny for entertaining his girl in his absence. The new book claims the mobster and his goons grabbed Johnny off his bar stool and threw him down a flight of stairs. Then they supposedly put out a contract on the talk show host's life. According to the book's author, longtime Carson lawyer Henry Bushkin, Johnny was truly terrified. Taking the threat seriously, Carson holed up in his UN Plaza Palace for 3 days, missing 3 shows. The gangsters called off the hit after Carson arranged for TV coverage of a 1970 Italian-American unity rally in New York. Another explosive claim in the book is coming under fire today. Bushkin says Carson was convinced his second wife, Joanne, was having an affair with sportscaster Frank Gifford. Gifford denies the affair, and Joanne Carson also says it never happened. But a woman who identified herself as Joanne's ex-secretary says the affair really happened. Joanne was a manipulative twit. She was a liar, Margaret Davies told the New York Post, but Joanne says she's never heard of Margaret Davies. She never worked for me. This is ludicrous, and it's not true.
A lot of very unpleasant stuff in the book.
Veteran talk show host Dick Cavett got an advance copy of the book, which is being released next week.
It seemed straightforward and probably factual.
We caught up with Cavett at the premiere of the new Robert Redford movie, All Is Lost. He knew Carson for 30 years and says the talk show legend was a tortured soul.
He was one of the most uncomfortable men I've ever known in himself and in social situations. And with all of that suffering that he went through, he was dazzling on the air.
And we'll be back with more Inside Edition after this.